My stomach is churning as I was seeing the PowerPoint of everything you have to do, but my whole point is to tell you, you don't need to have your stomach churning. It's really a very doable process. We were created in 1989, so we've been around for about 23 years, but we started with just volunteer board, then we just had one staff person, and we've grown over the years, and we have about 49 staff now and 40 AmeriCorps members, but in that, they're mostly all program. We really only have about 3 people that are the lean infrastructure that would be dealing with most of these things. So I can feel the challenge that a lot of you have. One thing I wanted to say right at the beginning is if you do have the option to decide between sound, which I call basic, or excellence, when we first looked at that, when they rolled those terms out, we thought, because of money and time, we're going to go for sound. Then we talked with our officers and they said, I don't think so. Of course, we would want you to get certified as excellence. So when we looked at it, we said, it is totally doable and that's what we're going to do. We're very fortunate in our staff because, I'm not giving you her phone number, but we have a person who is a former librarian and she loves stuff like this. Every time they change the process and bring a lot of new requirements, she just said, bring it on, I can't wait for certification. So, and I'm sorry, she's on vacation or she would be here because she has the real secrets on how to make this an easy process. But I think the basic thing she would say is, look at all the requirements and then incorporate them into your life, your agency's work, and document. I would say we've gone through the process more than twice, really, from the very beginning when certification first started. And I, like other EDs at that time, groaned and moaned and said, why do we have to do this? But we learned early on, and we feel it every time we've gone through certification. We learned so much. We've been to all the meetings through the years of the various trainings on how to be a good small business and run an effective agency. But every time we've gone through certification, we have learned new things, and we have learned to incorporate those new processes into our life. So there's absolutely no doubt it has made us a much better and stronger and effective and efficient organization. Just as an example, the last time we went through, and we were racing because we wanted to be the first to achieve the excellence level this year. And when we got to the review, we learned something that we didn't know before, and that is one of the volunteers asked if she could see our fiduciary policy or how we were incorporating that into our board training and manual. And we furiously looked through there. We finally did find a little mention of it somewhere, but through her we got a great policy that really explains that to board members, and now we're including that in our board orientation and board training and board handbook. So just to say, I think the best thing you can do is really embrace the whole process and just say it's actually a gift. It's going to make us a lot stronger, and we'll be doing things in a much more efficient manner. What we do try to do by the time they come out for the review is literally, we just had everything ready and available, all of our regular binders, documents, so that the process was pretty quick to go through and see what was there. But the basic thing is just to be sure you can document everything you're saying you do, be able to easily point to the page and number to show that that is what you're doing and what you have been doing. I think those would be my main things. I know it'll be a wonderful process, and if I could give you any personal encouragement, just don't hesitate to give me a call.